guys, this is your girl Fabulous Victoria, and I'm going to show you guys how to make thumbnails with PicsART. Now this is how I make my thumbnails, and I've made them look extra professional looking, and I want you guys to see it. So first I'm going to go through and find a picture that I like for my own picture to be in the thumbnail. I found the picture that I want. Now I'm going to go ahead and try to crop myself out of my background. These are all the different functions. I'm going to go ahead and click on person though. Now I've got myself all highlighted and ready to be cropped out. This is the preview. So I've noticed that there's a couple spots that need to be still cropped, so I'm going to zoom in and actually crop those parts out manually. I'm going to make the size of my pen a little bit smaller, so then it's easier to just erase that portion. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but you do want to just make it more believable looking. And you'll see that I mess up a couple times here, but it's okay because I can always go back in with the eraser or press undo and kind of fix it. You can always make the pen a little bit smaller as well, so then you can be a little bit more precise. And if you wanted to, you could skip this step, but once again, I was just being a little extra, so I went ahead and actually went in and kind of manually did this part. But for the most part, PicsART on its own, its automatic background erasure is really good, and it works really well. So now that I've got it the way that I want it to look, I'm gonna go ahead and actually press next. Then I'm gonna press save and download the photo to my gallery. And then you're all done with that part. So you could just press the X button there and you're all done. So now I'm opening PicsART back up again, and this time I'm going to add in a photo. Now at this point, I kind of wanted to show you guys a little bit of a goof that I did, because I wanted to show you guys how I tried to put in a picture that had similar colors as to the outfit that I was wearing. So I just went ahead and actually found the YouTube setting here, so then it would fit perfectly on YouTube. And then I use one of my favorite features for when I'm doing pictures like this. So as you can see all the different types of effects. I like to choose blur though, which I'm already on. And I'm just right now showing you all the different types of effects that you can use. But as you guys can see, I'm highlighted on blur. And I just like to use the regular blur where the whole thing is blurred, but there's so many different types of blurs that you can use. And I got the picture that I wanted to use, and I'm gonna show you guys like how conflicting the colors were with one another. So as you guys can see, that all kind of blends in together because, you know, I'm kind of a light bright, and then on top of that I've kind of got like a light bright kind of background that blends with my skin, and then I've got black on, and then I tried to fix it with doing a border around my body, but I still see that the colors are a little bit conflicting, so then I just decided to scrap it. So just be mindful of colors and everything when you are doing thumbnails. So I went to a site called Pexels and I found free iPhone pictures. So once I clicked view, I actually took a screenshot of this, and then from there I went in and I cropped it to the size that I wanted it. Then when I got it to the size that I wanted it, I saved it to my photo. That's when we jumped back on PicsART and we found our photo. We go to the YouTube setting here on our PicsART app, so our thumbnail fits perfectly to YouTube. Then we go to the blur effect, which I love, and we set that up so it looks like this in the background. Now I'm going to grab my picture and I'm going to place that in, and as you guys can see, that automatically looks so much better. I'm just going to size the picture to the size that I want it. Then I'm going to rotate the picture so that way we can have a little bit more spacing for letters and things like that. Now here I'm adding a border to my picture. I'm gonna set the stroke to about 10, and then I'm going to pick a red color because I just feel like red stands out a little bit more at this point. It wouldn't make any sense to do white because my background's white. So I just decided to choose the color red. So now I'm going to go in and type my words. So I'm just kind of setting up the words the way that I want it. I decided to use white font. I know that it's hard to read now, but I'll show you guys a way that I'm going to make it easier to read. And so now I'm just kind of going in and trying to figure out how I want the letters to be. Do I want there to be capitalizations? Now I'm actually checking out the stroke and the size of the stroke that I wanted. I thought that 40 was a good stroke size, so I kept it at 40. So you'll see me just fumbling around with the words here, just trying to figure out how I want everything to go, whether I want this all to be at once or whether I want it to be two separate things or not. And then, you know, just me being a little undecisive here. And the color for the stroke that I used was black. And then I also decided to add a bit of a shadow, and I kind of put down the opacity a bit to 60 and the blur to 50. Now I'm just going in with the second part of the wording. I wanted this to be a completely different size and a completely different type of font. So I just went in and did this one all capital letters and made it separate from the one that we did before. And I decided to take that same red that we use for the outline and also make it for this lettering here. To make it easier to read, I added a stroke and I made the stroke 40 once again because I just wanted everything to kind of look uniform. And I also added the shadowing for the words. So the words would pop a little more, but this time I kept the shadowing up by 10 with the opacity. Now you're just seeing me going in with more words and putting in extra words and everything, figuring out how I want this set to look. And then we're just going to repeat the steps that we did with the other white words, and we're going to do that same thing for the next set of white words. And then lastly, for the last set of words, I'm just going to go ahead and make it similar to the other red words that I have, and the same steps that we did for the red words, I'm going to repeat that step for the next set of red words. Now I'm going in with stickers, and I'm just trying to find a good sticker that I can use for my thumbnail, and I decided to go with this YouTube sticker, and I'm just here now sizing it to the size that I want it, and I'm just going to cock it to the side just like that, and I feel like that looks good. So I'm going to now hit apply and then next, and then I'm going to go ahead and save it and download it to my photos. Alright guys, so that's the video. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next one.